Hi there my friends, back again for another wee chapter in the challenges of life on our journey. This wee topic is a difficult one. It's called holding on or letting go, which is very difficult for most of us. We find it very difficult. I did, and I've worked with quite a lot of people, as you know, throughout my 28 years. To let go of things that we've done to ourselves and other people. It's very difficult because of the way we've been raised and brought up and the things that we've learned, to hold on to regret, shame, guilt, anger, bitterness, hatred. And it took me a long time to understand that I was the only person that was hurting through all this, myself, because I'd learned to do these things. When I was a child, I never done any of the things. I would just throw a tantrum and forget all about it. But whilst growing up and listening to other people and reading books and things over the internet, and mostly family and friends and people within my environment and home, I've learned not to forgive myself, not to forgive other people. I found that extremely difficult. When I look at the things that happened to me as a child, the abuse when I was a child, the memories and the things that happened to me, the way I was brought up, the way I was raised, it was great. A lot of violence, a lot of mental health problems, which I didn't understand. You just go through our life blaming our parents and resenting our parents, not understanding that they must have been struggling and suffering themselves. For them to behave like us, and then I had to look at the way I was behaving towards myself and my family and other people. I've been quite blessed as I'm quite a straight speaker. I'll just say to people now, rather than hold on to resentment. I've learned that holding on to resentment, the only person that hurt was me. Holding on to things that I'd done in the past that I was totally ashamed of, the regrets, the way I brought up my child, the thieving, the stealing, the lies, the cheating. And because of my upbringing, I felt totally ashamed for nearly, right up to maybe 10 years ago, holding on to regret and bitterness. Couldn't trust myself that I could change, that I could let go, and that I could forgive. Because of my expectations, I didn't expect people to treat me like that or speak to me like that. But I had to look at the way I was treating and speaking to other people, especially speaking to myself. I am not letting go, there's no way I will forgive, there is no way. And that kept going on for years and years and years. And then I can't forgive myself, I'm so ashamed of myself. And I can't change, I kept saying I wasn't even practicing change. But this, we talked about the pain that I've experienced, not just on my own, through not letting go or not being able to let go. Thousands of people I've worked with, we struggle to let go things that other people have done to us and what other people have said to us. We also hold on to the things that we never done, that we expected we should have done, or other people expected we should have done. I let go of the mistakes that I've made in the past. I wouldn't let go of them. I had to learn. My friends, to let go. You can get into academics, the way we speak and think, and this and that, and all these words that they're coming out with and these labels that is getting put onto people today, which is an absolute disgrace, to tell you the truth. It's I played the victim because of all this stuff, and I stayed a victim. I blamed everybody for what went on in my life. Everything and everybody, whether it was the word God that no human being has met. I blamed that word. I blamed everybody. I could not forgive, I could not let go. I held on to that pain where it destroyed my body, because it was full of badness. I see it as. Thinking all the time of the things that people said and done, how dare they? I'll never forgive, I'll never let go. Well, I paid the price for it, believe me. I'm not here to tell you what you should or shouldn't be doing. I'm only sharing experiences here, because the only thing that we have, if we're honest, is experience. And the experience, the pain that I went through, emotional pain and physical pain, through my own thoughts was quite unbelievable. And some people might be sitting there analysing the living daylights out of what I'm saying and justifying what I used to do and why we blame and why we won't forgive. But please look at who's hurting through it. Is there a person hurting? No. They might be out playing, on holiday, eating a nice dinner, in bed making love, while I was sitting there toasting, head on fire, wanting to take my own life, not wanting to be here because I didn't know how to let go. I held on to all that hatred and badness and blame my whole life, and I've listened to thousands of people doing the exact same thing. Because I didn't expect anything, but what I got, what I received. I used to think that everybody should think like me and behave like me and act like me, and when they didn't, I would get so upset and bitter, angry. I'd be blaming them. I didn't know that everybody's got a different life. They might be brought up with different values and morals and ethics and standards. I was brought up not to let go, to hold on to all that shame and guilt and regret, and then to harbour all these horrible thoughts towards other people because they weren't living up to my expectations, my standards. And how dare you say that to me? How dare you do that to me? Blame the police, blame the social workers, blame the school, blame the churches, blame the abuser, blame. And it hurt, and I paid the price for it. Please believe me here. It's only experience. The things that happened to my body, life-threatening illness, was through my fear. The fear of letting go. But why would I hold on to something like that? It crippled my body, crippled me. Because I didn't know any better. Simple, very simple, I didn't know any better. We could get into all these words that people are using now, the academic people. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just that with listening to all that, I continued blaming. It wasn't my fault. I know it wasn't my fault. But why should I continue hurting? I made mistakes in the past. I'm not a saint. I go out there and I try my best to go on with my own life. But holding on to all the harbouring negative thoughts towards other people and believing it to be okay, believing it to be normal. There might be some people sitting there listening or watching and going, there is no way I'll forgive what they've done to me or my child or blah blah blah. You'll soon learn, my friends, through our time. The only one that hurts is us. Everybody gets their karma. The abusers, the perpetrators, the predators. We all get our karma. I've seen it, I'm witnessing it every day with people that I work with. Very controlling, very abusive in my language. Had to get my own way, didn't like it when I wasn't getting my own way. Holding on to this horrible feelings and thoughts and memories, the only person that hurt was me. That's the greatest message I can give you. And I think if you're listening and you're being honest, you'll experience that you are hurting because we won't let go. Why won't we let go? Why are we holding on to it? We're holding on to it because it's normal to hold on. Because all our friends and family agree with us. Because they won't disagree with you. Because they don't want to fall out with you. And we're listening to this from both sides. Friends, family, you're quite right. Dirty this, dirty these, dirty that. Effing arseholes and blah blah, all the words that we use. And it's like, I don't give them any more of my power. As when I say power, I mean the power that lies within us. The greatness, the courage, the strength, the wisdom, the honesty. That lies inside every human being. You were born with it, you see it in your children, you see it every day in other people who learn to forgive themselves and forgive other people, because life is so short to hold on to that. You probably see friends who are depressed and sad and empty and angry and blaming, and look at their life. That's the way I had to look at it when I was working with people. I was listening to my story and all that hurt and anger and blame. I couldn't let go. I didn't know how to let go. I didn't want to let go, if I'm being honest. I thought it was normal, because maybe you would get weeks or maybe months without a memory coming up or a thought coming up. But as soon as you heard something, a song or a smell or anything that sets off that trigger, that was my spirit, my body saying to me, right, it's time to let go now. I would get the horrible feelings and sensations in my body again, and it would revert to blame, just blaming. You made me feel like this, you made me do this, you are to blame for this, no one else is to blame. That's what I kept saying, and I kept hurting and hurting and hurting, until one day I finally realised that I have to genuinely forgive myself, because I didn't know any better. I was controlled by fear. I allowed other people to control me through my fear. I people pleased other people, wanted people to love me, wanted people to like me. And I blamed every single thing in this planet for my hurt. And my hurt came through my thoughts. Yes, the people shouldn't have done what they done, but they done it. And there's no way I'm giving any more power to any human being who made a mistake. I don't put myself in a situation today where I'm going to allow people to abuse me, and I don't abuse anybody else. I'm very assertive. I speak my word. I've learned to speak my word. I've learned to speak my truth, because that's very difficult, is to admit to yourself, I'm no angel, I'm no saint. Some of the things I done I shouldn't have done, but I forgive myself for my confusions, and I forgive other people for their confusions. Why couldn't I say that years ago? Because I didn't want to. I was so hurt, that emotional pain every time I thought about ex-partners and what they'd done and things that I'd done to them. And I looked at people in the work who were cliping on me, running up to the boss. I hated them. I hated social workers. I had hatred for everybody. I used to resent people who looked good. I used to be envious of other people, how they looked and what they had. I was terrified to let go. I didn't want to let go. I had this image and this false pride, and that false pride, believe me, absolutely destroyed me. But when I finally realised that I had to let go, because I ended up with all sorts of disease and illness, as you know, in other videos, it crippled me. And when I finally decided I had to let go and I had to genuinely forgive myself for the mistakes that I made, because if I'm not doing what I used to do, then why should I feel the way I used to feel? That's insanity. That's when we know we're trapped. If the people aren't in your life anymore, I had to look at why am I still allowing them to hurt me? The universe has removed them. The healing comes when we finally forgive. Please believe that. When we finally forgive ourselves and other people, they won't be in our life again. It'll make you so strong. It gave you so much awareness. If we can learn from the pain, because I mentioned in other videos, pain is the greatest teacher of all. But holding on to things in the past and what people said and done, what they didn't say or didn't do, husbands, wives, children, ex-partners, colleagues, you name it, it's insane. I couldn't let go. And I look at listening to what's going on in the world. I don't read newspapers, I don't watch television, because it's all negativity. And we're the people that continues allowing this to happen by watching their programmes and buying their newspapers. It's none of our business what's going on in the world. None of our business. That's what caused a lot of anger and hurt in my life, talking to people and we're all colluding with one another. It's terrible that they're doing this and they're stealing from us and they're corrupted and it's none of my business. It's my business what's going on in my mind. That's the only thing that I have control over. And if you're honest, you'll see that when you finally get true to yourself, you'll see I'm not holding on to anything that's hurting me anymore. What they done, and what I done, and I won't repeat it. That's where I had to get to that stage where I know I can let go, because holding on has destroyed my whole body, destroyed my happiness, my laughter, my sex life, my relationships with my family, my children, my friends, my partners, because I wouldn't let go, because I had all these horrible memories of what happened to me, and I kept thinking it's only a memory. I've realised how strong we are as human beings. It's a memory, it's a thought, but we jump onto that thought and that memory like a fat boy does onto a plate of chips, and we end up growing arms and legs, and then we end up feeling the horrible feelings and sensations in our body every time we think about it. That's why I had to let go. No human being will take any more of my power. I saw what I'd finally realised, what I was doing to myself. And I don't care what society says or what anybody else says. This is our journey, my journey. And if I want to forgive, I'll forgive. If you want to hold on, hold on. These videos are only to try and help you understand the pain that we go through, because we don't trust ourselves that we can change. I had to look at that pride, and I would not let go. I held on to everything negative. I would not let go because I believed it was in my nature. I didn't think I could change. I did, and I talk about it in another video, the process of change. Because I looked through every video and book, nobody taught me how to change. So my universe that we live in taught me through my pain, was my greatest teacher, and showed me the pain that I was going through because I wouldn't let go of my past and people, places and things that happened in my past. I kept holding on to it. When I can't change it or control it, I can only learn from it. Learn by my mistakes, allowing people to manipulate me, to control me, why I was pleasing them and doing things for them, and then feeling ashamed and bad about myself. That was insane that I kept repeating the same patterns of behaviour and not learning from them. Well, I finally did, and when I finally let go, I felt something happening in my body, because either my spirit or the universe knew that I was ready to let go. And when I let go, I cried. I cried with joy, because I knew that I'd finally forgave myself and other people. And then I could start the last part of my journey with happiness, with wisdom, and knowing the difference between right and wrong, between dark and light. And being able to be blessed with that gave me gratitude back. And I'm grateful every day for that lesson. I was grateful for the pain, believe it or not. Who would have thought I'd have said that? But the pain taught me so much that I was holding on to things that I couldn't change. I could only change me. And I was giving nobody else a power, a hatred, badness, negativity, fear, worry. There's a lot of things that I've listened to people have done. And they find it so difficult to forgive themselves because of society's laws. When you live by the laws of spirit, which is love and compassion, kindness and empathy, you will forgive and you will feel it. Just please try it. If you've got that willingness, all you need is a willingness and a desire to let go, because you saw the pain of holding on and what it causes in our lives. Letting go is meaning it. You have to mean it. I finally want to let go now. I can't hold on to this. And any time a memory or a thought comes in, it has no power over you. It has no power whatsoever, because you won't give it that power, because you won't jump onto the thought. You know you've let go, and it just drifts away, and it'll never come back again, because you're full of gratitude that you finally found the courage to let go and learn from our past. Because if we don't learn what we're doing, my friends, you'll continue repeating it and repeating it and repeating it. We know that with people caught up with what society calls addiction, but it's basically mental health. We use drugs and alcohol, sex, gambling, eating to kill the emotional feeling or sensation, as I call it, in my body, and that's what I ran away from. I ran away from a sensation in my body, and I hated that sensation like we all do. We don't know what it is. Scientists call it feelings and emotions. It's an energy, a horrible energy in your body that destroys the body because there is no goodness going into it. And I kept trapped in that for nearly 30 years of my life. That's how I can speak. Speak honestly, speak through experience, because it's the only thing that I have. I'll not be here that long. That's the purpose of these videos. I don't do them for any gain. I just hope and pray that somebody can find the courage to finally say, I'm holding on to nothing from my past. What they done, they done. I don't wish anybody any badness, because that way I'm not forgiven. Some people say, I forgive you, but I won't forget. And I say, well, what's the use of forgiving? You're not really forgiven then, because if you're not going to forget about it, and what's the use of saying I forgive you? Because we don't really forgive them if we're not going to forget. You will forget about everything that you've done and what everybody else done. That's a promise. That is a promise. There's millions and millions of people out there who have done the same thing as myself. Finally found that courage through their own pain and their own experience. I'm not holding on to the past. I'm not holding on to anything bad that anybody done to me. And I know that's difficult, my friends. I'm not sitting here and saying, well, it's very easy just to forgive the abuser. I've worked with women and men who have been abused, sexually, raped, violently, and having to listen to these stories and then trying to help them get to that healing process. and it only comes through forgiveness. Every person I've worked with will tell you that, and I think you know that. We have to forgive ourselves. Why would you want to hold on? What is the fear of holding on to that pain? Why won't we let it go? That's where I had to get to. I had to let go. I could not hold on to that pain anymore. I had no happiness, I had no contentment, because I kept blaming myself and other people in my past, and that's why I had no future, and I never would have had a future unless I'd learnt to forgive myself. So please, please take something from this. It's believing in yourself and trusting in yourself that you can forgive, because the pain is too much and it's crippling you, and we're so unhappy and sad and empty inside and smiling, but we don't feel anything, and it's because of the hurt from our past, the mistakes that we made. I was a bad father, I was a bad mother, I was a bad partner, I cheated, I stole, I robbed from my work, and you're still holding on to these things. Do what I done. Make your amends to yourself, and then you can make the amends to other people. I've paid off a lot of money that I stole from people through my mental health when I was younger. I've had to go and make amends to people I've harmed and hurt, which at the beginning was difficult. Now I just try and look my best, not to harm anybody. I won't allow negativity to come into my mind, because I know it's going to destroy my body. My body always warns me anyway. It always warns me. And I think you know that through your experience. Your body will always warn you and let you know when you're feeling good or when you're feeling bad. And when we're feeling bad about ourselves, we have to change the thought. That's the only way I know how to change. It's either that or we stay on the medication for the rest of your life, which again is keeping you trapped, because it kept me trapped. I know you can forgive yourself. I know you can forgive others, if you want to, that is. I know it lies within every human being. Every human being. I've watched people change their whole lives with having the desire and the willingness to forgive, but didn't know how to. And it comes through a genuine willingness and desire to be free from pain. And that's how you will forgive, my friends. That's how you forgive. That's the only way you will forgive. Having that genuine desire to be free from pain and seeing the good in yourself and seeing the good in other people. You won't get into dangerous situations anymore. You'll stay out clear and negativity. You'll feel it, the energy when you walk into rooms or certain people. Your body's always warning you, so please listen to it. So I hope and pray that you took something from that, my friends, and we'll hopefully get another wee video up soon. As you know, I'm putting one up every week to try and help people understand, because all we have is knowledge, and it's worthless. It's worthless. I've worked with so many people, including myself, who had all these qualifications but was totally insane, so I know it's worthless unless we use it in a positive way. So try and forgive. That's all I ask you to do. Just please try and forgive. Let it go. Let it go. Do not hold on to anything more from the past. Let it go. Please let it go. Namaste. Speak to you soon. Thank you so much.